This story is built on internet whispers, fan theories, and wild speculation. But that's exactly what makes it so addictive. None of this is confirmed, but it's got everyone talking, and you're about to see why. What if Justin Bieber's new song isn't just music, but a hidden message? What if Hailey's silence isn't strength, but tension? And what if, after all these years, Justin still isn't over Selena Gomez? From cryptic lyrics to eyebrow-raising posts, the internet is convinced something deeper is going on. Fans are connecting dots, timelines are being dissected, and old feelings are being dragged back into the spotlight. So is it heartbreak, a publicity storm, or the emotional unraveling of one of pop culture's most complicated love stories? Let's get into it. Is Justin Bieber hinting at another heartbreak? His latest post is making waves, and fans can't stop talking. He suddenly released an emotional new track titled "Blame You for Leaving Me," and people are buzzing with one big theory. It's about Selena Gomez. The timing is way too perfect to ignore. The lyrics sound like someone still holding on to the past, like there's unfinished business he just can't let go of. It's giving major flashbacks to when Justin used to pour his heart out online about Selena, but this time, it hits way deeper. He never drops a name, but fans are putting the pieces together. And this isn't the first time Justin has gotten this personal. Lately, he's been releasing a string of emotional songs, while his social media feels all over the place. One minute it's sweet posts about Hailey, and the next, he's singing like he's stuck in heartbreak. Now, fans are asking, is this song a goodbye? A secret message? Or is something deeper going on behind the scenes? Let's break it down. Justin's recent behavior, his emotional lyrics, cryptic captions, and vulnerable interviews have totally shocked fans. People are scrambling to figure out what's really going on with him emotionally and mentally. There's clearly a storm happening behind the scenes. Between his raw public confessions and the constant drama involving Hailey and Selena, fans are deep in theory mode, trying to figure out what it all really means. And honestly, Justin has opened up more now than he has in years. He's admitted to being selfish in past relationships. He said it's hard to love again after feeling broken. And he even confessed that sometimes he blames other people, and even God, for the pain he's been through. "I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Oh my gosh, you're welcome. I'm sorry, bro. It's just a business." These aren't just random throwaway comments. They show a guy who's clearly struggling on an emotional level. He's trying to grow, but it's obvious. Those old wounds still hurt. Then there's the buzz surrounding "Blame You for Leaving Me." The lyrics? Fans say they're devastating. One line goes, "You didn't just leave, you left me with no purpose." Another? "Gorgeous, gorgeous girl, but you ain't happy." That doesn't sound fictional. It sounds like it came straight from the heart. And for a lot of fans, there's no doubt, it has to be about Selena. The mood of the song matches her own music, like "Lose You to Love Me" and "Selfish Love." It's raw, it's emotional, and it feels personal. And this song? It's not the only clue. All through 2025, Justin's been dropping lyrics filled with regret, jealousy, and heartbreak. They sound like someone who hasn't moved on, someone still emotionally tied to a past love. And most fans believe that love is Selena. Meanwhile, Justin is still posting about Hailey, but the vibe is totally different. He compliments her looks, talks about how hot she is, and even brings up details like her pretty toes. But when he used to talk about Selena, it was different. He called her elegant, a princess, and spoke with real, deep emotion. With Hailey, it often feels more casual, or even careless. Like that time he called her a bee in public and just laughed it off. Fans saw that and thought, wait, what happened to the guy who used to write love songs that made us cry? That kind of change is fans asking one major question. Is Justin really happy, or just trying to make himself believe he is? And not just him. Maybe he's trying to convince all of us, too. One fan pointed it out clearly. Every time Justin posts a flirty photo of Hailey, it feels like he's proving a point. The way he looked at Selena, that was real love. This just feels like he's putting on a show. Another added, calling your wife a bee online and thinking it's sweet? Joke or not, the vibe is completely wrong. Where's the love, the gentleness, the respect? Someone else asked. Justin went from saying, "The most elegant human I've ever known," to "Look at her pretty toes." Are we even talking about the same guy? It doesn't come across as real love anymore. It feels like someone forcing a story that just isn't there. It's like he's trying to sell a version of happiness he doesn't fully believe in. And let's be honest, whatever Hailey is going through right now, it's not easy. Imagine being married, possibly expecting a child, trying to show the world that your love is solid, while your husband is out there releasing heartbreak songs that sound like emotional messages to his ex. That's not awkward. It's painful. How do you keep showing up? Smiling for cameras? Walking red carpets with confidence when the whole internet is wondering if your husband is still emotionally stuck in another chapter of his life? It's a nightmare scenario, and it's all playing out in front of millions. Fans notice everything, and surviving that level of public pressure takes strength most of us can't imagine. Hailey is supposed to be his number one, his wife, his person, the future mother of his child. But from the outside, it's looking more and more like his heart is still wrapped around Selena. Still, some fans aren't putting all the blame on Justin. They think Hailey might have played a part in how this whole situation unfolded. Old memories are surfacing. People are digging up moments from Justin and Selena's on and off years. And one detail keeps popping up. Hailey was always there, always nearby, always part of the picture. To some fans, it feels like a classic case of you knew exactly what you were stepping into. Of course, Hailey has firmly denied any overlap. She said in interviews that she never crossed lines, that she and Justin didn't start dating until things were completely done between him and Selena. But here's the thing, some fans just don't believe her. They're still going back through old timelines, trying to piece things together, and many say there's something she's still not telling us. No, let's be real, most fans aren't buying Hailey's denial. The timelines never sat right with people. There's always been a suspicion that even if she wasn't technically the other woman, she was still waiting in the wings, ready to step in. And that energy? It still lingers in their marriage today. She wanted Justin badly. She stayed loyal, even when he embarrassed her publicly. She stood by his side through the mess. And now, she's married to someone who doesn't seem fully invested emotionally. That's heavy. So yes, what Hailey is dealing with now is rough. No woman should ever feel like she's second best. But at the same time, fans say she walked into this with her eyes open. She knew how much Justin loved Selena. She saw his pain, listened to his music, watched him fall apart, and still chose to stay and fight for him, even though he hadn't truly healed yet. Now, she's living with the weight of that choice, no matter how flawless the pictures might look on Instagram. And just when it couldn't get more intense, fans spotted another detail that stirred the pot, the Met Gala. People jumped on it fast. Hailey's Met Gala look had fans doing a double take. From that sharp blazer that looked just like one of Selena's iconic outfits, to her hairstyle, jewelry, and even her after-party dress, the similarities were impossible to ignore. The internet lit up immediately. Fans were calling it out left and right. And honestly, for a lot of people, this just doesn't feel like a coincidence anymore. Whether Hailey realizes it or not, many are saying she's been mirroring Selena's style. And that's only adding fuel to the never-ending comparisons and all the talk of a quiet rivalry between them. Naturally, the fan theories are coming in hot. Some believe Justin still isn't over Selena, and he's using his music, cryptic lyrics, and emotional Instagram posts to deal with all those lingering feelings. Others think he's in the middle of a full-on personal crisis. He's trying to grow, trying to move forward, but his past keeps pulling him back in. Every post, every lyric, it all feels like a man who hasn't fully let go. There's also a growing belief that his marriage with Hailey is showing signs of cracking, and everything he's been posting lately reflects that struggle. From the tone of his songs to his awkward public comments, it all feels off. Then there are the fans who think Hailey sees Selena as a quiet competitor, and that these style similarities are anything but accidental. One thing's for sure, Justin is not in a great emotional space right now. He's clearly dealing with unresolved pain while trying to act like everything's okay in the life he's built now. Maybe it's a cry for help. Maybe it's a message to someone from his past. Or maybe he's still in the middle of healing from a love he never really got over. Whatever it is, it's getting hard to ignore. The way he treats his relationship with Hailey today, compared to how he once adored Selena, that contrast is loud, and fans are still talking about it nonstop. People who followed this emotional roller coaster for years are still trying to figure it out. So what do you think? Is Justin Bieber still emotionally tied to Selena Gomez? Or is this just a messy chapter in his personal growth? And with everything happening, do you think Hailey might walk away? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Fame Scum for more jaw-dropping celebrity drama. And just when fans thought things couldn't get more intense, another twist shook the internet. A few eagle-eyed followers noticed that after Justin dropped "Blame You for Leaving Me," Hailey quietly unfollowed a few Selena fan accounts. Coincidence? Maybe. But in a story this layered, nothing feels random anymore. It didn't take long for fans to start speculating again. Was this a sign of tension boiling over? Was Hailey trying to distance herself from the non-stop comparisons? Or was she silently sending a message? People started zooming in on her behavior. One post looked like a subtle dig. Another seemed like a cry for peace. And suddenly, Hailey's silence felt louder than words. Meanwhile, Justin kept sharing more cryptic lyrics, some talking about regret, some about losing the one, and others about wanting to go back in time. Fans didn't need much to draw their own conclusions. One lyric stood out to everyone. "I thought I moved on, but the ghost of you still lives in my chest." That line alone had TikTok flooded with fan edits, throwback videos of Yelena, and thousands of comments saying, "He's still not over her." And then came the interviews. Justin sat down for a recent magazine feature where he spoke about growth, love, and fame, but noticeably dodged any direct questions about Selena. That silence. Fans didn't take it lightly. Some even said, he didn't deny anything. That says a lot. At the same time, Hailey's been posting photos with captions about strength, healing, and choosing peace, but never naming names. Is it just general advice? Or is she writing between the lines? One thing's clear. This love triangle has turned into something bigger than just three celebrities. It's a reflection of heartbreak, healing, and the complicated ways we hold on when we're supposed to let go. Psychologists and relationship coaches have even started weighing in online. Some say Justin may be stuck in what they call emotional looping, where the mind keeps revisiting a past relationship that never found closure. Others argue that Hailey may be dealing with emotional residue, where you constantly feel like you're competing with a ghost. And fans? They feel everything. They've watched Justin and Selena fall in love, break apart, and leave pieces of that story behind in every song, post, and public moment. One fan wrote, "It's like we never really left 2013. Just older, sadder, and still hoping for answers." And what about Selena? While she hasn't spoken out directly about Justin's new track, some fans believe she's responded in her own way, through subtle lyrics and strategic posts. She recently shared a story with a quote, "Sometimes peace means letting go of the story you once loved." That had fans screaming. Was it a reaction? A reminder? A soft goodbye? Selena has mastered the art of saying everything without saying much at all, and her fans know it. And let's not forget, she's thriving right now. Her brand, her music, her shows, she's built an empire while healing out loud. But even in her silence, her presence in this story is undeniable. At the heart of this emotional chaos lies one universal question. Can you truly move forward if part of you still looks back? For Justin, it feels like the answer is still forming. For Hailey, it might be a test of how much she can hold on without losing herself. And for Selena, it seems like she's chosen herself and never looked back. But the world? We're still watching, still wondering, still dissecting every lyric, every look, every timeline. Because love like that doesn't just disappear. It leaves traces, songs, memories, rumors, headlines, and maybe, just maybe, unfinished feelings. So now, we want to hear from you. Do you think Justin's still holding on to Selena? Is Hailey reaching a breaking point? Or is this just what healing looks like under the world's brightest spotlight? Drop your theories in the comments. And hit subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. Because if there's one thing we've learned from this triangle, the story is never really over.